Hello everyone and welcome to our part 3 of painting our warlocks. Now last time we did the skin tones of all technically 3, 2.5, if you want to call them that, figures. I'm going to do some touch-ups on the tail of this one real quick. And then we will move on to what we are doing today, which is his tunic. So, what I'm going to do with the tunic is I'm going to use the green we used for the body. I really like that for the sleeves. And we are going to be using this deep blue for the actual body. Now, let me look at how that looks. That looks perfect for a tunic. This video is going to be a little bit shorter just because we are only going to do the tunic and we might do the sleeves as well. But I want to get the other videos uploaded and ready to go for your guys' enjoyment. So, we're going to start with this tunic. I'm going to do, and remember, we are going to do the whole point of this exact video. I'm going to call it a video series for now. It wasn't intentionally supposed to be a series, but it became one. Is highlighting and object source lighting. But in order to do either of those, that turned more into a wash. We don't want that. In order to do either of those, we are going to have to do all of our base coats first. So, we are doing that as we speak. And like I said, this video is going to be a little bit of a shorter one. I'm thinking more closer to the 18-minute mark than anything else. Now, if you see me making this face, it was because I was trying to see if that mold line was a mold line or if it was a part of the tunic that I could not tell. So, this is what we got going on so far. I really like this blue. It's deep blue by Army Painter. Most of my paints are Army Painter branded. They did just come out with, to my knowledge, recently, a new line of paints that they call Fanatic. And from what I am hearing, I've heard nothing but roaring reviews for it. I have not personally used it yet, so I can't give my own word in on it. But the ones that I have heard use it are praising it compared to these ones. These are the original ones. They are more of a one-to-one. And what I mean by one-to-one, I mean one thinner, be it water or actual thinning agent, to one drop of paint. And if you thin too much, you do get more of a wash than you would if you had just painted on pure. Now you don't want to paint on pure acrylic paints. The main reason why is because you want to be able to layer those paints. And you thinning your paints also hides paint strokes, which is something you always want to try doing, is to hide your paint strokes. You don't want your paint strokes showing through. Okay. So the majority part of his tunic is nearly done, which is good. And that's what we got going so far. Looks more like looks kind of like Sub-Zero if any of you play Mortal Kombat. In my opinion, that is what he's looking like as of right now. Which, nothing wrong with that. Sub-Zero has always been one of my go-tos in that game. I do play video games. I'm not that good. I'm really a casual, so you won't be seeing any on this channel. I may make a gaming channel if this one really picks up speed. Which brings me to my next topic. Like we said in the first video, we do want to get those vampires painted on a live stream. But in order for me to live stream, we need so many we need so many of the viewers to have been subscribed. So what I'm going to do next is I was going to start on his actual, like, I don't know what you would call it, the straps around his cloak. But the more I'm looking at it, I think we're going to move on to that belt. So we only got a few more minutes left, and I want to get that going as well. So we are going to be using pure red on that. And the good thing about doing this in pure red is when we go to the highlighting portion of it, there's not going to be much to highlight because it's literally transitioning pure red into a pink into a white. But I do still want to make this look really good, especially since we will be doing highlighting. Highlighting is one of those techniques, in my opinion, that can make or break a miniature. If you use too much highlighting, the miniature doesn't look right. If you use too little, the miniature looks more like you didn't take time to do it. But it is a fine line between doing a highlight and leaving it for the wash to pick it up. Because remember, when you're doing washes, you're gonna run into spots where it might be better to have just done a wash. But this is what we got going right now. I think that red is a wonderful aesthetic to him. And it highlights that black of the primer. Excellent. We could even leave his sleeves like that with the black, but I'm leaning closer to the green. Like I said, mainly because I think that it would be a nice addition. But depending on when we finish this step up, I will let you guys decide in the comments how we go about him. Because I do want to move on to at least base coating those straps that highlight his body. We're going to do that in Leather Brown by Army Painter. And we're going to go back and we are going to also touch up the red near the end as well. Okay, so these are almost done with the leather brown. We are going to have to do a second coat just because of how dark the black is. But what we're also going to do is, I realized on this figure, I'm not sure about the other figure, we did not do his neck. We don't want to leave that unfinished, so we will go back and do that as well. So, I'm just going to take a little bit of this paint. There. Remember, with lighter tones on darker tones, it does get hard to tell what is what. So I'm going to just take this, I'm going to outline the beard real quick. And I'm even going to do that mustache while I'm here. And there we have it. It's kind of hard to see, but it is there. The goatee. His neck is drying. So we're going to go and touch that up real quick. Over one last coat. So that we can get that marked as done. And then we will go back over it really quickly one more time with that leather brown. And I'm hoping that that leather brown, at least on coat 2 or 3, really pops. This way, it will look as if it's part of it. However, that I will do the rest of these touch-ups on off video, and then we will see you all in the next video. And do not forget to click that like button and subscribe to our channel. I'm Steven. Have a great day.